So today I want to share with you guys 6 pro tips that nobody really shares within this game. No one really talks about these things. Anywhere from broken game mechanics to positioning yourself in the map so that enemies can barely see you, and how to win gunfights you clearly have no business winning in the first place, man. We're going to talk about all that stuff today. Now guys, before we start the video off, if we could go for 1,209 likes on this videos, man, if you guys could do that, that would be absolutely amazing. And if you guys are new to the channel or it's your first ever time where you guys watch one of my videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications, and let me know down in the comments if you guys hate campers or if you are a camper. That's it. There's like no other options. You gotta let me know if you are a camper, if you hate them. There's nothing else, man. It's either or. But let's get into it, man. Let's talk about this. The first thing I want to talk about is number 1, and that's pros don't expect people to flank. So I'm talking about like actual pro players here. A lot of people try to play the way the pro players play. They try to use the same settings that the pro players use, and they just try to copy their style because it works for them. But you guys got to know that when you're playing pro players, they know what they're doing. They know exactly where to go. They know how to watch the map. They see enemies coming. They don't expect people to flank a lot, which is why they play on a lower sensitivity. But you guys need to definitely raise that sensitivity. They play on a 4, but that's because they have the map held down. They have all their teammates communicating. They'll know if someone's behind them. They'll know if they have to turn. But you in multiplayer, where you don't know where people are, you gotta have a higher sensitivity. Playing on a low sensitivity just doesn't work. I mean, in multiplayer, it's super random. There could be people anywhere, literally everywhere, behind you, in front of you, beside you. So you need to make sure that you could turn around a lot faster. So I suggest anywhere from a 7 upwards. If you guys can play at a 10, even better. Now, also another sensitivity that you guys got to look at is the ADS sensitivity. And I have so many people tell me all the time that they play on an ADS sensitivity of 1.5, but they end up missing a lot of shots and stuff, and they don't understand why. But honestly, playing at a higher ADS sensitivity is not good for longer distances. It might be good up close, it might be nice up close, but when you get to those mid-range, long-range gunfights, a higher sensitivity when aiming down sights just means more chances of missing bullets. So I always suggest playing at a 0.9 or a 0.95. I think this game goes by 10s or by 5s, so you can only put it to one of those. I honestly suggest bringing it down to a 0.95, and you guys are going to do a lot better in this game. Trust me, that ADS sensitivity is super important. But now you also want to go down to the next tip that I want to talk about, and that is to always center your crosshair. You know that little white dot in the middle of your screen, or those little lines that all meet up in the middle of your screen? You want to make sure that that is always pointed right where you expect enemies to run from. If you expect enemies to be in a window, when you're running around, you want to have that pointed at the window. If you think enemies are going to be in a doorway, have it pointed there. If you think enemies are going to come around a corner, have it ready at that corner. Even if you're sprinting, if your sight is exactly where you think enemies will be, and then an enemy does pop up, you have more chances of actually killing this guy before he could actually go ahead and kill you. You could aim down sights and your crosshair is already on him, meaning that you guys are actually going to shoot this guy pretty damn fast. So always make sure of that. A lot of people run around and they just try to keep that in the center of the screen, and they don't really care where it's aiming and stuff. Trust me guys, the more you have your crosshair ready, the easier it is to get into those gunfights and actually win them. Now let's talk about some broken camera angles in this game. So cameraing enemies. What could you do in order to camera enemies in this game? Well, in Modern Warfare, if you jumped around a corner, you actually got to see the enemies before they could see you if they were looking at that exact same place, which is kind of broken. Now, you could do that in this game as well, and in my opinion, I think it's a lot worse than in Modern Warfare, which can work in your favor. When you guys run around a corner, make sure to jump or slide. Do something. Just jump or slide around the corner while ADSing at the same time. You want to be aiming down those sights, and this way, if an enemy is there and he's camping and he's waiting for people to come around that corner, you could see him milliseconds faster on your screen than he could actually see you on his screen, guys. So make sure to use that. That's a huge advantage, and it'll help you get those kills a lot easier. You could shoot 1 or 2 bullets at the enemy before he even sees you, which is really great. And honestly, it's something you guys should utilize a lot more. Just jump around those corners. When you land, you could jump again. It doesn't matter. Slide around those corners, aim down sights, and for some reason, the way the netcode works in this game, the way all the lag compensation, everything works, it's just weird. It works in your favor. You see him before he sees you. And I think that has to do with the fact that in the PlayStation or Xbox or PC, he's standing still. He's waiting for someone to go there. So the game already registers that he's there, but you're moving fast. So the game doesn't register it right away. It takes a few extra milliseconds. And by the time you jump around that corner, the game still hasn't registered that you're there. So milliseconds faster, but it does get those kills. Now let's move on to number 4. And this one is really important. I noticed it mostly on Nuketown. You want to hold a head glitch. And and this might seem very like anti rushing and stuff like that, but holding head glitches honestly isn't bad. But you don't want to just hold any head glitch. You want to hold a head glitch that is higher up. For example, a head glitch on the second story of a building, like on Nuketown, or up on top of a staircase, and make sure to crouch while you're holding that head glitch as well, and it's going to be like they can't even see you. The enemies will barely be able to see you. And if you guys have noticed, you're playing Nuketown, there's always guys on the second floor window. It's a lot harder to kill them in this game than it was in previous Nuketowns, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why that happens, but it's just, trust me, they'll barely see you, the enemies won't see you at all, and it's going to be like they only see your forehead, which is a very hard target to hit, and you'll see their entire body. So if you could hold a head glitch that's a little higher up than the enemies, you're going to do really good, trust me. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's not fair. It's completely broken, so abuse it. Now, number 5, I want to talk about kill streaks a sec, because in this game they're very different than all the other games. Now, in this game, you could earn any kill streak whatsoever, no matter how many times you die. So trust me, put on kill streaks that are just way too high to earn. The ones that are going to get you a bunch of those kills, the ones that are going to raise your KD. This will force you to play a lot better because you're going to be trying to actually get these kill streaks a lot faster. Now in this game, like I said, it takes longer to get these, but it could also be faster. If you stay alive longer and you get more kills you get, the more your score streaks multiply, the more the multiplier rises. So for example, let's say you get a kill and you die. You only get 100 points for that towards your kill streak or your score streak. Now let's say you get a kill, you die, you kill, you die, and that repeats whatever 10 times. You do that 10 times, but you die after every single kill. Now you're only going to get 1,000 points towards your score streak. But let's say you get 10 kills without dying. I'm not exactly sure what the exact number is, but it's something like 2,000, 2,500 points for the same amount of kills. So if you guys die a lot less, if you guys do those head glitches, jump around those corners and all that stuff, you just die a lot less, your score multiplier is going to go up like crazy, and you're going to get those kill streaks way faster than a dude who might even have more kills than you. Someone could have 50 kills while you have 30 kills, and you'll be doing better than them in score. So trust me guys, the more you stay alive, the easier it is for you. Now I want to talk about the last one here, and I also have a bonus one after this one, but this one at number 6, it might seem pretty basic, but never re-engage unless you're fully healed. If someone shoots at you, don't try to jump right back out and try to get it. Make sure you're fully healed. In other COD games, you could jump back out into a gunfight before you're fully healed and still have a chance at winning, but this is because the health is lower in those COD games, and the time to kill is much faster, meaning if you shoot first, even when you're weak, by the time you actually shoot the enemy, he won't have much time to react, so you can still get the kills. However, in this game, because the health is set to 150 rather than 100, if you jump back into a gunfight and say you're at 75 health, by the time you actually start shooting at the enemy, he'll have time to react and he'll have time to kill you. Because let's say you're at 150, he's at 150 health, not you. He's at 150 health, you're at 75. You shoot him once and you bring him down to 130. He still has a lot more health than you. Then he starts shooting at you. You're only at 75, meaning he's going to need a lot less bullets to actually kill you than you are. So trust me, don't do that. And for the bonus, if you guys are in a fighting someone, let's say you're in a gunfight and you're fighting someone at long distance and it seems like you're missing a lot of shots and this guy is actually hitting his shots, just back out of that gunfight. It's not worth it. Just leave, run around the map, go somewhere else, and it's really not worth dying. You'll eventually find this guy again, and hopefully it's in a spot where you have the advantage over him and you'll be able to kill him. Don't let your ego take the best of you. Like, don't let it get the best of you, man. Don't do that. But yeah, that's it for the tips, guys. Those are 6 tips that not many people talk about. People always talk about like how to aim properly, how to like play on the map and stuff, how to stick on certain sides of the map and whatnot, but I like talking about tips that just people don't really talk about in general, like centering your crosshairs and cameraing and all these head glitches and stuff. And I know head glitches, campers aren't gonna like that because I'm giving away what you guys do, but you gotta do it, man. You gotta do it. But now let me know down in the comments below. Again, like I said, do you guys hate campers or are you a camper? There's no in between. You either hate them or you are them. And I'll be honest, sometimes I camp and it works. Sometimes I don't, and sometimes I hate them. But let's be honest, it works. It's a horrible play style, but it works, and it really bothers me when people camp, but it works. Anyways, guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and turn on those notifications if you haven't done so yet. And if we could go for 1,209 likes on this video, that would be absolutely amazing. I know you guys could hit it, man. We hit those like goals easy and stuff. But yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, and before I actually forget, if you guys did make it this far into the video, comment red pears down in the comments below. We like to mess with people. I don't know why I always use fruits when I tell you guys to comment something. It doesn't make sense. I always use a color and a fruit. But yeah, if you guys can comment that down below, mess with people who didn't actually make it this far into the video, that would be awesome. Alright guys, again, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!